Connected. Yeah. Hi, Shubhankar. How are you doing, man?
Sudhanshu,
Hey,
thank you
buddy.
so much for
What's up?
inviting me.
I
Fantastic.
really
What about you?
appreciate the
How's
fact
going?
that you take an opportunity to come over here. I really appreciate it.
Thank, thank you so much. I really happy to feel that I really want to appreciate the fact that you are conducting this live stream. The best video shoot I would say is to come up live, right, without even thinking.
Of course, that's a new revolution. It's a new revolution, man.
This is correct. This is absolutely correct.
By the way, you are looking wonderful, huh?
You
Phenomenal.
also.
You are looking amazing. Huh.
Thank you so much.
Fantastic. I
Same
really
goes to
appreciate
you.
the fact. Uh-huh. All right. So, well, today's topic of discussion is precisely uh, how we can make this particular Holi more productive, more lucrative, more amazing.
What I do believe, Sudhanshu bhai, first of all, that if you don't have any purpose, if you don't have any purpose, there's no point of celebrating this holy festival. There must be its authentic purpose, right? If you don't have, let's say, if you are blindly chasing money, you don't have meaning attached to money, you are not going to be happy. You are not going to be satisfied. So we need to have purpose attached with the holy. That why do I celebrate? What do I celebrate? And what do I do basically? I love colors, but I don't play with the colors. So what do
Wow.
I do? Right? I love colors, but I don't play with colors. So what do I do? I go to my family, my friend's home. I go to my uncle auntie's home. I take blessing. I demonstrate a high level of gratitude. Thank you so much for enabling me into my life. And I would say at last to you, the most important thing to celebrate this holy festival would be that everybody talks about be positive. You see, everybody says be positive, but just because you are a positive thinker doesn't really mean that you are going to take positive action, right?
True.
Positive thinking basically means there's a wonderful quote I want to give you. Civikela, yes, Civikela said that it is not the positive thinking that makes you successful. It is positive thinking along with the positive action that makes you successful.
True.
So try to celebrate this holy function by having this hygienic mind. And Osho rightly mentioned, Holi is a wonderful festival which can bring colors in the life of depressed person, which can bring revolution, which can enlighten the life of depressed, despondent person. So it depends upon your perceptive filters. How do you perceive the holy function? If you yourself is a negative person, again you will find a lot of problem in holy.
Brilliant. Wow. Wonderful explanation. And what a deep thoughts you have put into the deep conscious brain.
Thank you.
Brilliant, man. Well, let me ask you one question again. See, Shubhankar, India, we are one of the youthest country, okay?
Yes,
One of the youthest country
correct.
when it comes to population of the youth. Why the India is lacking? What's the root cause? What's the crux of a problem? Can you articulate the problem, the exactly pinpoint problem? Yeah.
This is really amazing question, Sudhanshu bhai. The biggest problem that I am faced, that I perceive that India is drastically facing, is called they don't have self-awareness.
True.
Blindly they are doing what they are doing. Blindly they are thinking what they are thinking. Blindly they are feeling what they are feeling. Blindly they are that acting like animal. So when
True.
you act like an animal, basically you demonstrate animal consciousness. When you act like a human being, you demonstrate human consciousness. When you act with a courage, you demonstrate spiritual consciousness. When you act with a mental toughness, you demonstrate psychological consciousness. And when you demonstrate highly ritualistic personality, or you are highly ritual, meaning you are a highly religious person, you have to go to temple, you go to temple. If you have to take a bath, you take a bath. That means you have religious consciousness. So the biggest problem, Sudhanshu bhai, that people don't have self-awareness. The first reason, because of that, they don't even know who the hell they are and who what exactly they want out of their life. Number two, like sir talks about, which is called the fear. They have massive fear of losing money, fear of connection, fear of talking, right? Fear of jotting down something on the WhatsApp status. Lot of people they have the ideas. Lot of people they have brilliant ideas into their mind and heart, into their soul. But guess what? They do not write down their ideas every single day. Why I'm saying to you, because they have fear. Shubhankar gonna judge me. Sudhanshu is gonna judge me. So when you have fear, guess what? All the subconscious filters which perceive the whole world differently gets blocked. The last thing which I want to mention to you, which is called the massive, massive ignorance. So when you have ignorance, you believe you know, but you don't know until you got the outcome.
True.
You said to me, Shubhankar, I have read two, you can tell me I have read 100 books on communication. Doesn't matter. Where's the outcome? Where are the results? You can tell me I have read 100 books on finance. Show me the your asset. Right. At last, I would like to give you this wonderful quote by Charlie Munger, and who said like this, who said he articulated very great way, ignorance is a standard human condition. Ignorance is a standard human condition. When you have this mental thermostat, you cannot think differently. And you gave me this next quotation on fear of Winston Churchill. Fear is a reaction. Courage is a reaction. I gave you yesterday distinction. It is better. It is that the moment you are above the line, you feel courage. The moment you are below the line, you feel fear. The more fear you will have, fear breeds more poverty. Poverty brings more fear. Fear breeds more. The cycle continues. So this is the predominant factors which I do believe India is lacking a lot.
My God, you are so well articulated. At the same time, the congruency in your thoughts, that's so aligned. Shubhankar,
Let,
there are two kind of people.
may I ask
Number
you?
one,
Yes, please.
sure, please. Go
No,
ahead.
no, please. You say something, then
I'm
I'll
saying
ask you
there are
one
two kind of
question.
people in this universe. There are two kind of people. Number one, they are thinking before without acting, and they're acting without thinking. So this is called
Correct.
herd mentality, right? You see what I'm saying that. This is called herd mentality. They are trying to follow the herd. They are trying to fit in. They don't want to stand out, right? That's
This is
their
correct.
biggest
Well
problem.
said.
Yeah.
Sudhanshu bhai, one beautiful uh, question I want to ask you
Sure.
basically, and that is lingering into my mind that everybody says I belong to Hindi medium, I belong to Urdu medium, I belong to Bengali medium, I belong to Marathi medium, I don't have mentor, nobody supports me, nobody give me money, everybody perceive me as a subservient person. So how a person can start their journey of great communication and how that person can take his communication to the advanced level where you solve the big complicated problem. So how one can develop a strong communication, which is not merely about talking rubbish, which is basically I'm talking about solving some complex problem, which is difficult to replace you because AI is coming drastically.
What a deep and amazing question. And Shubhankar, I must say that this question is going to serve a lot of people for sure.
Correct.
The volume, it is going to serve the volume. The very first reason, the people they are not able to ameliorate, the people they are not able to develop, their conditioning, their mental conditioning. In their conditioning, somebody told that you are downgrade, somebody told that you're not good enough, somebody told that you're not exceptional, somebody told that you cannot do that, somebody told us that the money is an evil, somebody told
Yes.
that good communication doesn't exist, somebody told that good mentor doesn't exist. Their mental predominant conditioning, if you've been conditioned since ages, negative, this is called gigo effect. Gigo.
Correct.
Gigo. Garbage in, garbage out. Positivity in, positivity out. Negativity in, negativity out.
Wow.
What you put inside into here, it will come out there. So guess what? Less communication. Low communication is here. Low communication will out. Guess what? As simple as that. See, it's not the circumstances are defeating you. It's your own mental conditioning is defeating you. It's your choices defeating you. It is your own actions that are defeating you. You are taking low, minimal actions. You're not taking bold, courageous, massive actions. You're not gonna correct it off. The world is hyper competitive. Being good is not enough. You got to be great. And how are you gonna become great? By following step by step strategic planning. Without plan, a genius, a foolish person with a plan can beat a genius without plan. Understand this, right?
Wow. Correct.
Absolutely. So at last, I want to say one thing. Look, ladies and gentlemen, both me and Shubhankar. Basically, I'd like to introduce Shubhankar. Shubhankar is a wonderful global thought leader and great public speaker, amazing storyteller, wealth expert, and financial coach. Well, I met this, my brother Shubhankar Shakya 1 year ago. And such an amazing personality he is. He's having that vision. I like Shubhankar because of his vision, because of his passion, because of his purpose. Not because, he is coming from the rich family or he's coming from the poor family. That's not the case. So understand, Shubhankar, understand this point. Your friendship matters. What sort of friends you are having? If you are having that particular ambitious friend, you're gonna rock in your life. If you are having lazy, lousy, mundane friends, you're gonna stuck in your life. You're gonna stuck to a vicious cycle. So do not complain, blame, moan, and groan. Stop taking action today onwards, because this particular moment is the right moment. This particular time is the right time. This particular juncture is the right juncture. You got to walk the path step by step, brick by brick, block by block, inch by inch, day by day, right? Week by week, fortnight by
Correct.
fortnight, month by month, years by years, decade by decade. It's not, success is not something very unique. Success is a regularly, continually, massive actions each and every single day, little by little, little by little, little by little. You're gonna reach to a level where the law of compounding is gonna work in the favor of you, in the favor, in the positive direction, and you're gonna experience such amazing communication skills, such amazing public speaking skills, which the people will say, "You are the master." Over to you.
Wow. I can see the change into your thinking development because I do perceive that, the asset of a good speaker, it is his thinking. So the moment you have been talking about that, people they have to develop this sort of things. This is correct, and you have given this wonderful quote. Any fool can have plan, you know, and he can defeat any genius who does not have plan. Warren Buffett said this quotation, okay? Wonderful
Absolutely.
quote.
Thank you.
And I would like to say one thing before I leave because my mom came. So,
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
so one thing I would like to accentuate one more time is this that if somebody wants to develop good thinking, and today I jotted down this wonderful insight which I want to give you. The road to, and of course you're gonna laugh for a while. So that's why the road to love is romantic. The road of love is romantic. The road to sex is sexual. Right? Oh my God. The road to love is romantic. The road to lust is erotic. The road to lust is erotic. The road to sex is called sexual. The road to success, it is called the serious. The road to significance, it is called the strategic. The road to
Wow.
significance, it is called the strategic. A lot of people don't have this strategic thinking. They are their own worst enemy. And today I stand to something that, if you want to develop the hype, sorry, it is, if you want to develop hypersonic thinking, guess what you should do? You must spend your time with people who have that thinking. So people seek magic wheel. They need babysitter. They don't want to be self-sitter. They want to be babysitter. They want to have this, spoon feeding. Oh, show me the power. Give me the power. Give me the money. Then I will make things happen. What the hell you are doing? Become a real leader. A real leader does not need title. He does not need money. Money follows him. Napoleon Hill said like this: a person who does more, a person who does more than he is paid, will be paid more than he does. But it depends upon your action today. If we do not take action today, and when I say actions, I don't mean you have to take this convenient action, comfortable action. You don't have to do it. You have to take ruthless, massive, bold action, which is only 1% people in the whole world take. You know what? Some people get simply older. Some people get older and wiser. Some people get older, wiser, intelligence. Some people get older, wiser, critical, so and so forth. Very few people get older, wiser, smart thinker, financially independent, spiritually independent, psychologically independent. People are psychologically they are slave. People they are psychologically slave. They are becoming their own impediment in their own way. and then what they do? They blame to God. They blame to parent. So I would say at last to you that if anybody wants to develop great communication, make commitment, follow the whole process. It is better to follow the whole process and detach with the outcome than to attach with the outcome and do not follow the process, right? You see?
Wow,
Let me repeat one more
brilliant,
time. Let me repeat
brilliant.
again. It is better to follow the process and attach with the outcome than to attach with the outcome and do not follow the process.
Wow,
And you
so
see,
powerful. PP, power punch.
thank you.
Great.
One more thing, let me tell you. It is better, it is better to think differently. It is better to think independently and create disruption than to think dependently and follow the status quo. It is easy to follow the, yes, it is easy to become that fish which can flow with the stream of river. It is quite difficult to go against. And you know what? There's one more last quotation which I want to give you by Henry Ford. He was the American philosopher probably, and he invented the V8 engine. He said the aeroplane, the moment the aeroplane takes off, it takes off against the flow of wind. You as a human being, you as a spiritual being, you as a psychological being, you as a financial being, you as a philosophical being, you must take action against the consensus. The hardest thing is not to take actions in the direction of consensus is taking. The biggest and the hardest battle is the battle to take actions against the consensus. And you know what? If you want to be succeed, you must make a series of good decisions. And if you want to fail, make decision a series of decision of failure, right? And they are people make decision 24/7 to make decision. It is a decision to make a decision. It is also a decision. Indecision, it is also has significant cost. Now you've got to
For
decide what
sure.
exactly you want to take. Thank you.
Absolutely, Shubhankar. And even indecision is also a decision. When you're not making a
Well said.
decision, you're not making a decision to not make a decision. Therefore, it is also a decision to not make a decision. Right.
Wow.
So, absolutely.
Correct.
So, at last, I want to say one thing. Ladies and gentlemen, just keep your left hand to the heart and say, I am powerful.
Yes.
I am powerful.
Powerful.
I am
Sudhanshu,
courageous. I am
any last message?
fearless. Last message is either mastery or nothing. Mastery or nothing. Mastery or nothing. Become master. Yeah.
Wow. And
Right.
at last, I just want to say, last message I want to give to everybody that, that last message, the easiest path, the easiest path to success. It is the most hardest path. And the most hardest path is the most easiest path to excellence.
Wow.
If you want to achieve excellence, if you want to achieve massive success, massive action, you must take massive action. But don't forget, become flexible, become resilient into the process, become legitimate into the process. Don't become a rigid body. Become flexible. Sudhanshu, the moment you put the water into the water bottle, it becomes the water bottle. The moment you put water into teacup, it becomes a teacup. You must be like a bottle. The moment I say you must be like a bottle, I don't mean you have to fit in. No, you don't have to fit in. You have to stand out. But keep in mind, sometimes you cannot change the circumstances. You got to change yourself according to situation, according to circumstances, and where circumstances are changeable, go and make massive change. Thank you.
My God, Shavankar, I want to succinctly say you say it out. Become like a water and flow like a water. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself and God bless you. All the very best.
You
Thank you
too,
so
brother.
much for coming,
Thank you.
coming and participating. Thank you.
Sure, brother.